We're going to use AdWords as an example to help you build a mindset around creating online campaigns while focusing on search engine marketing. Many of the things you need to consider when building AdWords campaigns are similar to what you do in creating any online campaign, such as the structure, the target audience, tracking, measurement, and more.
AdWords works by having companies bid for keywords. When a potential customer searches a keyword on Google search, there is an auction behind the scenes that automatically resulted with the winner ads shown up at the top of the search results.
Winners will be decided by a formula that takes into consideration both the relevance of the ad and the bid. So let's get started by building our AdWords campaign using a Barkman as an example.
So I'm Andrea. I have been working at Google for about 4 years. Mostly the whole time been working with AdWords advertising customers, supporting small and medium businesses as well as some of the Fortune 500 companies. And so it's given me a lot of experience to work with all different advertisers and to see how AdWords can really be flexible for advertisers of all kinds, all different businesses with all different goals. So Google is really great as serving as a platform for advertisers who want to drive app downloads. Specifically, I think Google Search is going to be the best first step for anyone who wants to promote their app. Google Search is going to provide the opportunity for users to find your app, especially when they're looking for a product that your app can meet their needs. So for example, if a user is going to be searching for shopping apps, they're going to go to google.com, look for best shopping app, and that's an opportunity where you can serve your ad for those types of queries. Additionally, we've just opened up Google Play inventory. So when users are looking for apps within the Google Play Store, you can now show your ads within the results on Google Play. So again, if a user is looking for shopping or shopping apps or whatever it might be, they can search within Google Play, and that'll give you an opportunity to show your ads there as well. Depending on your experience with AdWords, setting up an app promotion campaign is similar to any other type of Google search campaign, but if you haven't used AdWords in the past, it's really easy to onboard. A user can sign up online without any support from Google specifically. So you can just go online and create an AdWords account. But beyond that, you want to create a campaign specifically for app promotion. And that is an easy process. It just walks you through different steps for setting up your budget as well as your targeting, and then you can enter in your ad creatives. So when you set up your keyword list, you want to remember to think about themes for your keyword set. So ideally you separate a couple different ad groups with different themes for your keywords. You want to be as specific as possible and as relevant as possible to your product. So again, back to the shopping app, you want to have terms like that would be related to a shopping app, or best deals online, or shop locally. Those are the type of terms you want to be thinking about, and what's really the value of your product, and then how do your keywords match up to your product. So keep those as relevant as possible. And then also separate an ad group for your brand terms. So obviously you want to capture anyone who's searching for your brand, or terms that are most similar to your brand. You want to make sure that anyone who's looking for you is able to easily find you. So those are the things you want to be thinking about with keywords. You want to make sure they're just really relevant to your product, your business, and that they're going to capture users when they're searching and trying to find a product like yours. AdWords is great for small advertisers, for startups. It's really a platform that allows small advertisers to compete in the big leagues as well, because it really does come down to the quality of your product and the value proposition of your business. So as long as you can really communicate that in your ads and figure out the keywords that work best for your business, then those are the auctions that you really could see yourself perform and outdo any of the competitors. So that does take some testing and figuring out which keywords are best for your business. You want to stray away from some of the really expensive terms or really broad terms. So, you know, if I'm selling shoes, I don't want to bid on terms like shoes or women's shoes. That's going to be really broad and that's going to be really expensive. And those are the types of terms that you might see some of those big companies, they can afford to be showing ads for those really broad terms. But you want to think, you know, what does your product do best? And how can you be as specific as possible to capture the users that are looking for something that you can provide? So for example, if you know, a user is specifically looking for a certain type of shoe that you sell, that's what you want your keyword and your ad to convey. So I think that's what's great about AdWords, is that it is an auction, and it does create a level playing field where you can decide, you know, which terms do you really care about. Those are the terms that you're willing to bid on and pay per click. And you know, if you can communicate that within your ad and drive them to the best landing page that you can offer a user, then I think you have a really good chance of those ads delivering for you. So one advantage to Google AdWords is with Android users, we actually don't need to set up any additional tracking. So we do have a codeless tracking, and that's just because, you know, Google owns the Android platform, so we're able to know when users download the app. You can see when a user actually clicked on your ad and when they actually downloaded the app, all within AdWords. Now, as far as iOS and tracking that's where you need an additional tracking system outside of Google. So that's where you're going to have to research for third-party SDKs. But yeah, there's a lot of great things that you can do to get started with AdWords that don't require a lot of additional technical integration or implementation. A lot of it is pretty much all there for you within AdWords.